look at it. And if you have a weak spot, you know, you can repair it. If Chef was going in here and he was kind of going crazy and moving stuff around. But it doesn't have to be a big piece either. It can be smaller pieces. I know I have a piece up here somewhere. So kind of expose it all.
On the silicone, did we spray that?
No.
Before? We did not.
Don't spray this silicone on you. And remember, Chef was in here and just started pushing immediately. So I might have got some weak areas in there. You guys can take your time, because I think I got a crack over on the other side. But even cracks can be repaired.
That still looks really cool.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't matter. I mean, matter of fact, I like that better.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
so now you can attach this. All right, and we're going to get into attaching a little bit later, after you start getting pieces made up. So this is why you want to start thinking about your design right away. But we can start attaching, you know, pretty quickly. And, you know, even pieces like this. You know, I mean, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't really matter.
It's random things in the ocean.
Yeah, it's exactly. You don't have to have everything so literal. You can be a little bit abstract. But you can see the effect that it makes on the back. You know, and these curved shapes and stuff like that. Very interesting piece or whatever. So, and this would be a great place if we had a fish, you know, or something like right here, where we can kind of fill that in. You know, so good mounting place in different areas right there. So, casting a sugar, and how abstract and how much you want is how soon you play with it, how much you play with it. You can undermine it, push one part down to make it very, very three-dimensional. So you can do a lot of different things with this. The sugar doesn't affect the gluing, so we actually heat this up. We're going to drag it through some ice mold. Again, we'll do demos on assembly. This is only day 2, so a lot more techniques to show you as far as that goes. Yes?
I have a question. I've seen somebody do something very similar to this in chocolate, but with a whole bunch of cocoa powder.
You could do, remember years ago that, again, no silicone, they could do cocoa powder, but cocoa powder won't keep its shape. It's just like this, okay? And then you brush the cocoa powder off. If you use brown sugar will actually keep its shape for chocolate. So in other words, what will happen is, if you do the brown sugar and you press it, and let's say you have like a form in there and you pull the form out, brown sugar will hold that shape. So you put your chocolate in there and then take your chocolate and you wash off your brown sugar with cold water, and it creates the look that we have like here. It's more of a textured look. There's no brown sugar on the surface. We washed it off, but it's the same way. And what they used to do with chocolate years ago is they used to use gelatin, make very, very cheap molds out of gelatin. You know, have like some kind of figurine and use gelatin. They pour the chocolate because the chocolate was not that hot. Okay, so, but you can see that what Chef did when I was manipulating it, even though I poured it thick in some places, I made it very, very thin. So depending on what you want. But still, I mean, just because a piece breaks doesn't mean that, you know, it isn't something that, and this is a good thing because, you know, when you hit this on a hard surface, all right, it breaks. It just, it's fragile. So you have to be real careful how you handle it, where you put it, where you store it, all those kind of things.
So for this, would we keep the sugar on, or would that be brushed off later?
No, the sugar stays. This is
okay.
actually in there, so you can't get it off.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that stays there, and wherever we glue it, we want to get past that sugar, so we'll either heat it up or we'll actually dip it in ice mold. Now, if you're using this, what we do is we get all our pieces out of here that we can actually see, and then we just take a china cap and we sift it out, and it's all clean sugar. Because there's sugar anyways, it's not going to hurt. But if we do a china cap, we can get all these pieces out of here, and it's not a big deal. So,
Chef, can you